What have we got? 300 players in this. Okay, we do get a game. 2168. Good luck. Not played before. No head-to-head score. 1600 games for my opponent in Rapid, and I've played just over 100, I think it is. 102. The standard is just to take and develop, so I think I'll just do that. Keep it relatively standard. And just develop. Okay, he's gone there. Let's go to castle. Now, I've got bishop up here and he'll probably go back. It's given me a chance to throw a check in. I think I can just check and come, take and come across with a check. Oh, is there a slight lag issue there? That red light came on a bit later than it normally does there. So I've got here castles and maybe the bishop, but he's fine going back. So I'm just going to come here and hit the bishop anywhere. Then maybe bring the knight across the board. He'll probably drop back here, I would think. If he does, I don't think I can take. Knight takes and there's no effective discovery. Yeah, he's gone there. So I'm going to bring the knight across. Defensive for now again. The Greek gift doesn't do anything right now. So we'll drop back and we'll try and prepare to bring the rook across. But how? Let's just step up, I think. We can challenge the bishop. Excuse me. We can play rook across. I think that looks sensible. Maybe playing a little bit quick here. Now, that looks kind of alright, but the knight covers the square, so that's a slight problem. Do I mind if he takes? Actually, I don't think I do. Maybe I'll spend a move coming forward, but that might be a waste. Rook up, takes. I might take with a rook in any event, so it's just wasting a move. I need to waste a move here then, don't I? So where do I want to go? I'm going to play across and take. Then just double the rooks up. But of course I'm hitting the knight if he doesn't take. I'll get the cursor off the board so I can't do any accidental sifts, but I have pre-moved to take back if he takes. Well, knight goes back. Okay. So what's wrong with pawn forward now? I'm going to push and try and challenge this pawn structure. Just open the files up a little bit. Knight covers the pawn here. I could push up in lots of different ways. Probably this and this, but it restricts my bishop, to be fair. Oh, can't I just trade the queens off here now? Surely I just take there, trade the queen. Okay, so he's hitting my bishop again. Now, if I take, his queen is covered. Now I've got the option to drop back. Or I can try and do this idea and go around the angles. So I think I'm going to do that. Just try and drop the bishop around the angles to challenge this. If knight across, I'll just drop back. Knight in. I've got the option to take, I guess. Okay, he's gone there. So take, you've got to go with the bishop. If I take there, you go here. And then I just take here, don't I? Has he just blundered a piece if I play rook takes bishop? Take, take, take. I think he's just made a mistake. 2 pieces for a rook. He could give up the queen potentially and put a rook behind, I suppose, but that feels bad. So if takes, I'm just going to take back here. And we hit the queen and rook. So it should win an exchange as well. I mean, he can't go there to hit my rook because my bishop covers the square. So if I win the exchange as well, we're just a clean knight up. Oh, he's gone for the queen sack then. Well, that must be just winning for me as long as I don't blunder the back rank. So How do I do it? I can grab a pawn and he could play across. But I can definitely give my king a bailout square. So I'm going to grab a pawn while I can. He can't go there now I've got this. So I might need to accept the knight could be lost. What's a safe way to get my king out? It's one or the other of these. Maybe even up 2. Or maybe up 2 there. He's going to have to spend a move across at some point. Or a pin. But how to do it? I'm looking at the outer pawn, but I don't know. So pawn up, and then king up next move. I'm just going to do this one and bring the king up and try and then jump the knight forward. You know, say rook back, I can just shift my queen somehow, somewhere. Even if I lose one of the pieces, as long as I keep the queen, I'm still comfortably better. So I think queen here looks good. There's no rook here. If he takes, I just take back. Okay, now I can get the knight forward. So it just restricts him coming back down. The king's got a bailout square. Get the cursor off the board. Okay, come forward. So I probably want to shift my bishop now. If I go here, it might encourage this. So it weakens his defense, even though I'll have to spend a move going back, or I can maybe come this way. That makes sense to me. So I'm going here, hit the pawn, pop the bishop on a nice diagonal. Just try to play sensible chess, avoid sloppy blunders. That puts me exactly where I want to be. We just have to be able to play quick enough. So I can throw in a check or a check and then come back. That looks good. Obviously, if he steps across, it's checkmate. So let's go here, threaten checkmate again. So I can check either king up and I can collect a pawn, or I can knight check with a view to going here. So check here, knight check, and then this is going to fall. What about knight here first? No, I think going here then I'm not running the risk of my queen coming under attack, and I can at least collect a pawn. I've got check. If you come here, that must be bad. I mean, I can come here, but I think just collecting a pawn and keep it simple. No need to be adventurous when you're up a lot of material and take risks and blunder something sloppy. Okay, well now surely I just come straight back. Okay, so now I've got the check, or I've got a queen check. But knight check and hit the pawn makes sense to me. If he comes forward, I can just bring the queen back. So check. Okay, so check, you can take the knight. Is there a checkmate? I've got a check here, that must be winning, mustn't it? I've got check here first, and then it's a discovery, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just check. Try and play simple chess as much as you can do. Okay, take. Okay, we can check there, you can come here. So it doesn't quite win the rook, but it'll collect a pawn. I mean, I can obviously trade the queen for rook and it's cleanly winning. It's just a really cataclysmic blunder I need to avoid. Again, got the cursor off the board, so I can't do any accidental slips. Opponent resigns. That's a very good win. Excellent.